In this video, I'll show you 5 Python string functions that will make your life so much easier. If you work with text, these will save you hours, and I'll even throw in a few bonus tricks at the end. So let's get started. Hello coders, welcome to my channel. I'm David, your guide to mastering programming. It's very common in programming that you have extra spaces or characters that you don't need. To fix that issue, use strip function to remove them. It's perfect for cleaning user input or messy data. For example, if I have a text and I want the text to be like and subscribe, but before like I have some extra spaces, and before and after the subscribe I also have some extra spaces, but I don't want them. So I can write text dot and then strip function. This strip function has one parameter, and that parameter is what characters I want to remove from the beginning and from the end of the string. If I don't pass anything, the default character is space. So this will remove all space characters here. Also, I can choose if I want to remove only the spaces at the beginning but leave the ones at the end. In that case, I can use text.leftStrip. This L strip is short for left strip. So this will remove only these first spaces. I can also write print text dot right strip, and this will remove all the spaces at the end. Now let me show you how strip works if I have some extra, for example, hashtags at the beginning and at the end that you can also remove them. It doesn't have to be space. Text dot strip and pass here hashtag. As you can see, the strip function removed everything. When I try to select further, it doesn't allow me because there is nothing to select. But in the second case, yes, it removed all the spaces at the beginning, but the ones at the end are still there. As you can see, I can select. Here, like and subscribe, I removed all the spaces at the end. I can't select anything, but those at the beginning are still working. And I forgot that I should here write data.strip. The name is wrong. And as you can see, all the hashtags are removed. If you want to split the text based on some character, use split. But if you want to merge the text with some character between them, use join. Let's see how they work. For example, if I have a text that goes like this, I love Python, and now you want to remove all the spaces and get all the words. You can simply write print.text, then split. This will split all the characters in this string based on some character that you provide. You can also provide other characters, but if you don't provide anything, the default one is space. I will show that here. I like Python, comma, me too. Now you will see when I write print and then text dot split and here pass comma. This will split based on comma, so I will have two elements, this element and this element. The important thing to mention is that split will split all the characters how I wanted, but it will store them and return them as a list. Also, you can join characters, I mean strings. First, you need to write what you want to be your separation character. For example, I want my separation character to be space. Then I need to write dot and then join function. Here, you need to pass an iterable, string iterable. For example, I want to merge I hate Python. But I need to separate it. I hate Python, I Python, and here hate. Now when I run this, you will see that this will join all three of them with space separation. If I remove the space, they will all be merged one after another without any separation. You can do that as well, but I will separate them with spaces. As you can see, the first split them by space, so no space character is included in my string, and they are separated as elements of a list. The second one as well, but now they are separated based on comma, so I have spaces included. And the third, it simply joined all the characters, I mean strings, with the separation that I provided. Do you need to quickly swap words or characters? If the answer is yes, then replace function is your best friend. For example, here I love Python, but maybe I changed my mind and now I want to say that I love C++. In that case, I can write text.replace. The first parameter is what you want to replace. In my case, it's Python. And the second parameter is the new string that you want to replace your old one with. For example, C++. Now when I run this will be replaced. Also, I want to mention that this function will replace all the Python occurrences with this C++ occurrence. And I will demonstrate here if I write two Pythons. And as you can see, every Python word is replaced with C++. When you work with files, you usually want to check what is the extension of your file, or simply the name without the extension. For that instance, you need to use start with or end with functions. If I have, for example, file, and its name is file.txt, I can check if my file extension is .txt like this, file.ends with, and then what is the ending that you want. For example, .txt. And also I can check if my file name is starts with, in that case I'm going to use starts with, and file2. But that's not true because my file name is file, just file. And this will return true because the ending part of the file is indeed .txt, and which means that my file's extension is txt. As you can see, the first one printed true and the second one false. In your programming history, you certainly needed to check if your text contains some combination of characters. Yes, that's easy to code, but it's boring. But the good thing, Python has that function built in as well. So if I have text and has I love Python so much. Now, if I want to find my Python function, I mean my Python string, I need to write print and then here text dot find. Here I need to write the string that I want to find. For example, Python. This will find the Python string and return the first index where it found the Python word. Also, if it doesn't find the word, for example, text.find C++, will return -1. So this should return -1 and this should return 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 or 7 this will return. As you can see, 7 is returned and -1 because C++ word is not contained in my sentence. And for the bonus, I left the most useful functions of them all. Too many times in programming, we want to check if our string value is a letter, number, special character, etc. And Python got us covered once again. This set of functions will solve these problems for you. For example, if I have a text t1 that only contains numbers 111, I can check if this text is number by simply writing is digit. This will check if all the characters are digits in this t1 string. Next, if I have only letters, for example, Python t2.is alpha will check if all characters are letters in this t1 string. But if I want to check if, for example, let's write Python 3, but if I want to check if my string th3 has characters and digits as well, if they are acceptable, I can check is all num. This will check if all the letters are, if all the characters are numbers or characters, letters to be exact. Also, you can check if a string is space. The space character can be represented in multiple ways, like space, two space, or tab. That's also acceptable. This is space. This t4 is space function will catch all of them and return true. And also you can check if certain text, for example, I have text t5, which has hello, if all the characters in this text are small. In that case, you need to write is lower. This will check if all the characters are lowercase. And in t6, I'll write only capital letters, and this function print t6 dot is upper will check if all characters are uppercase. So I expect to see 6 trues in this case. I'll show you here that even if I write /n, this is a special character for end line, this will catch this as a space and return true. As you can see, 6 trues are printed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you liked these string tricks, my last video, 5 Python functions you wish you knew sooner, will blow your mind. Watch it next. And don't forget to subscribe.